In a world where beauty can be a curse, and gods play with mortal lives like chess pieces, where a single glance can turn flesh to stone, there lived a woman whose name would echo through eternity. Her name, ... was Medusa. Long before her gaze petrified heroes, before her severed head became a weapon of legend, ... Medusa was just a whisper, a tale of divine jealousy and cruel transformation. Let me take you back, ... to ancient Greece, to a temple where a young priestess caught the eye of a god, and to the moment when beauty became a monstrous burden. Medusa was once revered for her beauty, her flowing locks the envy of mortals and immortals alike. But beauty, in a world ruled by capricious deities, can be as much a curse as a blessing. It was in Athena's sacred temple where fate spun its cruel thread. Poseidon, god of the seas, saw Medusa and desired her. In his lust, he cared not for the sanctity of Athena's domain, nor for Medusa's vows of chastity. The temple walls, once a sanctuary, became a prison. Medusa's cries echoed through marble halls, unheard by the goddess she served. When it was over, she lay broken on the cold stone floor, her faith shattered like the waves Poseidon commanded. But the tragedy was far from over. Athena, enraged not by Poseidon's actions, but by the defilement of her sacred space, turned her wrath upon the innocent victim. With a curse that would echo through millennia, she transformed Medusa's beauty into horror. Where once silken tresses flowed, writhing serpents now hissed and snapped. Medusa's eyes, once praised in poetry, became weapons of petrification. A single glance from those orbs would turn any living creature to stone. Cast out and alone, Medusa fled to the edges of the world. Islands of mist became her home, statues her only company, frozen reminders of those unfortunate enough to cross her path. But even in exile, Medusa's legend grew. Whispers of her terrible beauty spread through taverns and royal courts alike. Heroes dreamed of slaying the Gorgon, of claiming her head as the ultimate prize. It was Perseus, son of Zeus, who would ultimately end Medusa's torment. Armed with divine gifts and guided by the gods themselves, he sought out the Gorgon's lair. Using his polished shield as a mirror, Perseus approached Medusa without meeting her deadly gaze. With a single stroke of his adamantine sword, he severed her head from her body. But even in death, Medusa's power endured. Her severed head retained its ability to petrify, becoming a fearsome weapon in Perseus' arsenal. With it, he would go on to defeat sea monsters and rival kings, cementing his place in legend. Yet as Perseus' fame grew, so too did the whispers of Medusa's true story. Some said she was a victim, not a monster. Others claimed her transformation was a gift of protection, not a curse of vengeance. In the centuries that followed, Medusa's image would be carved in stone, painted on shields, and woven into tapestries. She became a symbol of female power, of the dangers of beauty, and of the cruelty of the gods. But behind the legend, behind the snakes and the stone, there was always a woman. A priestess who dared to be beautiful in a world where gods took what they wanted. A victim who became a monster, not by choice, but by the whims of beings far more powerful than herself. Medusa's story is a reminder that in the world of myth, there are no simple villains or heroes. It's a tale of transformation, of power misused, and of a woman who became immortal not through divine blessing, but through suffering and survival. As we ponder Medusa's fate, we're left to wonder, who were the real monsters in her story? The woman cursed to turn others to stone? Or the gods who played with mortal lives as carelessly as children with toys? In the end, Medusa's legacy is as complex and multifaceted as the snakes that adorned her head. She stands as a testament to the power of myth to shape our understanding of the world, and to the enduring fascination we have with those who are transformed by forces beyond their control. Her story continues to captivate us, to horrify us, and to make us question the nature of monstrosity itself. In Medusa, we see reflected our own fears, our own potential for transformation, and the terrible price of divine attention. As the mists of time continue to swirl around her legend, Medusa remains a figure of fascination and fear. Her gaze, even from across the centuries, still has the power to stop us in our tracks, to turn us to stone with the weight of her tragedy. But perhaps, in that moment of petrification, we might find a deeper understanding. An understanding of the complexities of power, of beauty, and of the stories we tell ourselves about monsters and heroes. For in the end, Medusa's story is our story. It's a tale of humanity caught in the crossfire of divine whims, of beauty turned to horror, and of the enduring power of myth to shape our world. As we close this chapter of Medusa's tale, remember that the world of Greek mythology is vast and full of wonders. If you've been captivated by this story of gods and monsters, of curses and transformations, then join us next time as we delve into another legendary figure from the annals of myth. Will it be the labors of Hercules that await us? Or perhaps the tragic tale of Icarus and his flight too close to the sun? The choice is yours to make. So until our next mythical journey, keep your eyes open, your mind curious. And remember, in the world of gods and heroes, nothing is ever quite as it seems.